Good afternoon, my dear brothers and sisters. In 1973, 50 years ago this year, Father Pedro Arupe, the former Superior General of the Jesuits, gave a speech to a group of Jesuit high school alumni in Valencia, Spain. And a part of that speech went this way. He said, "Today, our prime educational objective must be to form men for others, men who will live not for themselves, but for God and His Christ." I wonder, 50 years after he said those words, are our schools, especially Catholic schools, are producing men and women for others? It's a good way to evaluate our educational system. What kind of graduates do we produce? What kind of alumni do we make? Are they just bright, excellent in works? Are they leaders of society today? Are they our politicians today? What kind of graduates have we produced from our educational institutions? Have we produced men and women for others? Yung bang mga graduates ng mga parochial schools natin, yung graduates ng ating mga Catholic universities, sila ba'y masasabi nating mga taong para sa kapwa? Mga taong para sa kapwa. My dear brothers and sisters, the Lord in the Gospel this afternoon continues to warn us of His coming. And He always emphasized in these Gospels, in the past several days, you do not know when the Son of Man is coming. So be prepared. And always, when we hear this Gospel, when the Lord is telling us, be prepared, be ready, laging handa, always the question that comes to my mind is, how? How do we make ourselves ready? How do we prepare ourselves for the Lord's coming? And the Lord gives the answer. Be a faithful and prudent steward. Be a faithful and prudent steward. And what is a faithful and prudent steward? It is someone whom the master has given charge of his servants to distribute the food allowance at the proper time. Sa Tagalog, katiwala. At anong ipinagkatiwala ng amo sa kanya? Ang siguruhin na ang kanyang mga kapwa-alipin ay may pagkain sa tamang oras. Ang siguruhin ang kanyang mga kapwa-alipin ay may pagkain sa tamang oras. He is in charge of his servants. So the master steward, the number one steward, the number one servant is in charge of other servants, and he would distribute the food allowance at the proper time. Para sa Panginoon, ang katiwala ay isang pinagkalooban niya ng tungkuling siguruhin ang kanyang kapwa ay may pagkain. Men and women for others, who will not think of themselves but of other people. We should not be afraid when the Lord comes. We should not be afraid when death comes. But we can only be unafraid for the Lord's coming if we are men and women for others. Ganun lang yun eh. Kung ikaw ay isang taong para sa kapwa, na ginagawa mo ang mabuti sa kapwa mo, na hindi ka nanlalamang, hindi ka nagnanakaw, anumang oras dumating ang Panginoon sa buhay mo, lagi mong pwedeng sabihin, Lord, here I am. Mission accomplished. Ang problema lang ay ito, baka hindi tayo men and women for others. Pag ganon, matakot nga tayo. Matakot tayong datnan ni Jesus. But yesterday I said, let us befriend death. Let us befriend death. Death is a friend, but it is only a friend when we know that we are doing our best to be men and women for others. Amen.